Hey everybody, I'm Evan Hammonds for bloodhorse.com and welcome to After the Wire, which is brought to you as always by EquiAid, the makers of Bodybuilder, Air Blast, and other fine natural products. Well, it was deja vu all over again, just like last week's Wildcat Red General A-Rod redo of the Gulfstream Park Derby in the Fountain of Youth. Saturday afternoon's Gotham Stakes was a near replay of the Wither Stakes, this time with the addition of some pace play by In Trouble. If you were a fan of either Samrat or Uncle Si or In Trouble, before the race, I don't see how you could be disappointed with this outcome. We've got quite a rivalry going right here. Making his seasonal debut, In Trouble grabbed the lead from the rail spot from the beginning of the mile and 16th Gotham, but you knew Uncle Si and Samrat wouldn't be far behind. The dynamic duo sat just off and on his pace, with splits broken down into 23 and 4, 24 and 2, and then 24 flat. Now that kept a 3-length cushion on the rest of the field. It was pretty much overmatched with the exception of Harpoon, who came in the race off a second place finish in the Sam F. Davis Stakes back on February 1. Now bet down to 4-1. Harpoon had the misfortune of drawing the outside post at a wide trip all the way around. Now once the field straightened away in the lane, all three of them went at it, with Samrat having the outside advantage. Carrying 5 more pounds than Uncle Si, Samrat was relentless, as was In Trouble. Now it did get tight down the lane, but it looked like good old-fashioned race riding to me all the way to the wire. Now the early pace may have had something to do with a final 5/16 in 32 flat and a 6 and 4 final 16th. If you like the Withers and the Gotham, then you can't wait for the Wood Memorial at Aqueduct on April 5th. Samrat returns to Florida for further training, while Uncle Si remains in New York. And In Trouble will be more dangerous with one race under his belt. And also, let's see who comes to join them. At Gulfstream Park, they ran the Grade 2 Swale Stakes at 7 furlongs. A little history here. The race is named for Claiborne Farms' great runner, who won the Kentucky Derby and Belmont back in 1984. He began his 3-year-old campaign in the 7-furlong Fountain of Youth Stakes, run during the first weekend in March. The following year, the inaugural Swale, also run on the first weekend in March, was won by another colt who was a bit behind in his racing for the upcoming season. His name was Chief's Crown. Now, he would go on to earn the distinction of being the first horse to be favored in all 3 Triple Crown races and lose. 4 years later, the Swale marked the sophomore debut of Easy Goer, and he would go on to win the Gotham in 134 and 1 for a 1-turn mile, and also win the Belmont Stakes over Triple Crown candidate Sunday Silence. These days, the Swale is mainly for sprinters and figured to be a good one with the return of Havana and No Nay Never. Now, Havana would scratch with quarter crack issues, and No Nay Never would fall victim to Spot, a son of Pulpit, who charged from off the pace to win by 2.5 lengths. Also at Gulfstream, Gala Award impressed us in the 9-furlong Palm Beach Stakes on the turf. The son of Bernardini, a $1.55 million yearling, was up on an honest pace of 48 and 1 and 111 and 2, and he was still able to finish a final 3/8 in 34 and 4 to wear down the favored Storming Inti and hold off Mr. Speaker. The colt is a half to the good Stormello, who won the 2006 Hollywood Futurity, also made his way to the Kentucky Derby. And for Gala Award's next move, trainer Todd Pletcher didn't rule out a run on the dirt, or maybe even Keeneland's Bluegrass Stakes on the Polytrack. The Palm Beach to the Bluegrass to the Derby was a similar move 21 years ago for Hall of Fame trainer Mac Miller with a colt by the name of Sea Hero, and that certainly worked out well. We'll be working out in preparation for the upcoming Big Cap, which we'll profile next week on After the Wire.